Ever found yourself staring at a bank statement, wondering, what was that $50 debit to miscellaneous expenses for? Or maybe you've had to scramble, trying to remember the context of a payment months after it happened, especially when tax season rolls around. If you've ever wished your bank transactions could tell a story, offering a little more than just a date and an amount, then you're in the right place. We've all been there. The flurry of daily transactions, the ebb and flow of money in and out of our accounts. For small businesses, freelancers, and even individuals meticulously tracking their finances, this can quickly become a tangled web of numbers without context. Imagine a world where every transaction isn't just a number, but a piece of information, a memory jog, or a crucial detail tied directly to its origin. That's not a dream, it's a readily available feature within Relay Bank, and it's a game changer for financial clarity and organization. Think about the sheer volume of transactions a typical business handles. From vendor payments and payroll to client invoices and subscription renewals, the data can be overwhelming. Without a system for adding context, every reconciliation becomes a forensic investigation. You might find yourself digging through emails, old receipts, or even trying to recall conversations from weeks or months ago, all just to understand a single line item on your bank statement. This isn't just inconvenient, it's a significant drain on your time and mental energy, time that could be better spent growing your business or focusing on more strategic tasks. And it's not just about reconciliation. Consider tax season. When you're preparing your financial reports, having clear, concise notes on each transaction can literally save you hours of work and potential headaches. Imagine being able to instantly recall if a particular expense was for office supplies, a client lunch, or a marketing campaign, simply by glancing at the transaction details. This level of granular information is invaluable for accurate reporting and maximizing deductions. Beyond the practicalities of accounting and tax preparation, there's the broader benefit of financial intelligence. When you consistently add notes and memos to your transactions, you're not just documenting, you're building a rich, searchable history of your financial activity. This allows for deeper analysis of your spending patterns, identifies recurring expenses that might need renegotiation, and gives you a much clearer picture of where your money is actually going. It empowers you to make more informed financial decisions, optimize your budget, and ultimately, gain greater control over your financial destiny. So, how do we unlock this power within Relay Bank? It's surprisingly simple, yet incredibly effective. Relay Bank has intuitively integrated features for adding notes and memos directly to your transactions, turning raw financial data into meaningful information. This isn't some hidden, complicated function, it's designed to be straightforward and accessible, fitting seamlessly into your existing workflow. Let's break it down step by step. We'll start with the basics of accessing your transactions in Relay Bank, then move into the specifics of how to add, edit, and even leverage these notes for maximum benefit. First things first, you need to log into your Relay Bank account. Once you're in, you'll typically land on your dashboard or an overview of your accounts. From there, you'll want to navigate to your transactions. Depending on your Relay Bank interface, this might be labeled as Transactions, Activity, or Account History. Just look for the area that lists all your incoming and outgoing funds. Once you're viewing your transaction list, you'll see a chronological record of all financial movements. Now, to add a note or memo to a specific transaction, you'll need to select that transaction. Most banking interfaces, including Relay, allow you to click on a transaction to expand its details. This usually reveals more information like the transaction ID, the merchant, and often, a space for notes or memos. When you click on a transaction, a detailed view will pop up. This is where the magic happens. Look for a field or an option explicitly labeled Add Note, Add Memo, Notes, or something similar. It might be an empty text box or a clickable link that opens a text input area. Once you've located it, simply click on it to activate the input field. Now, here's where you get to be descriptive. What information should you include in your notes? This is entirely up to you and depends on your specific needs, but here are some best practices and ideas. For business expenses, Purpose of the expense. Was it for marketing, office supplies, software subscriptions, or a client dinner? Client or project association. If it's a client-related expense, link it to the client or project name. This is crucial for job costing and billing. Receipt details. Note if a receipt was attached or filed elsewhere, and perhaps a reference number. Approver. If multiple people approve transactions, who approved this one? Category clarification. If the transaction description is vague, clarify its true category for accounting purposes. For income transactions. Source of income. Who paid you? Invoice number. Link it back to the corresponding invoice. Project/service rendered. What was this payment for? Payment method. How was the payment received, e.g., direct deposit, wire transfer? For personal transactions. Reason for purchase. Why did you buy that item? Was it a gift, a necessity, or an impulse buy? Event or occasion. If it was for a specific event, like a birthday or holiday. Travel details. If it's a travel expense, where were you, and what was it for? The key is to be concise yet informative. You don't need to write a novel, but provide enough context so that when you revisit it months later, you immediately understand its significance. Once you've typed your note or memo, remember to save it. There's usually a save, update, or apply button nearby. Clicking this will permanently attach your note to that specific transaction. It's a simple step, but one that's easy to forget in the flow of things. Always double-check that your note has been saved before navigating away. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.